All right, so it looks like we're live, but I have to double check this real quick. All right, so if I click on that, what do I look like? How's the audio there? All right, so it looks like everything is good to go. I don't look great, but that is completely fine. No one is here to look at my pretty face. They're here to watch me read Kagurabachi. So, now just full disclosure, I actually did start I actually did start streaming before and I spoke for like an hour, but my OBS had no microphone source. So it was just me basically doing the whole time. So now we're back and we're currently in chapter 14. So just a quick crash course here. In chapter 14, Shihiro has gone back to try and get Shao from Sauju, whatever that guy's name, the villain's hideout, okay? The Kamunabi kind of had like this self-destructing strategy of letting themselves get electrocuted and then catching Sujo off guard, which kind of seems to have worked. And right now, Shihiro is basically trying to explain the plot armor that they're going to use to basically get cooked by Sujo. So I'm just waiting to see how this works. So apparently these swords, right? The demon swords, depending on the owner and their willpower, the abilities can morph, kind of like Super Saiyan type stuff, like Bankai, like the whatever the version of that would be. Probably they'll probably give it some sort of corny name, like some sort of awakening name, but I'm here for it. But so far, I'm enjoying Kagurabachi. Let's jump into it. I've yapped too much. So we're in the scene here. Shiba is looking at Shihiro after he already unalived two people, and they're just kind of having a casual chat on how they're gonna plan to rescue Chao Chan. And Shiba is here trying to talk to strong-headed Shihiro, who doesn't seem like he wants to listen. He said, "You'll go rescue Shao Chan," Shiba telling Shihiro, who is wrapped up in bandages because he really got sent to the ER by Sujo in the previous chapter. So I'll investigate the horde quickly in the meantime and catch up with you soon. Look, I'll say this again. You can't fight in that body condition. Psh, you already know Shihiro is going to take that advice and still fight. He's going to go into one ear and come out the other ear. That's just what it is. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. It just is the way Shihiro rolls. Okay, if a battle between necromancers seems inevitable for the infiltration, your role will be to inspect the enemy's movements. Stand by until I reach your location. Okay, so all of this is to avoid fighting. The look on Shihiro's face in this panel here is the look of a guy that would not take a single word that came out of Shiba's mouth. Anyways, there's only one way in, even though I've checked the back side as well. Shihiro thinks to himself, alright, it's about time to start today's quarter. I want to go see it. You've seen the regeneration many times, haven't you? Oh my goodness, these guys are sick. So they're about to go cut her up some more just to see her regenerate for their own entertainment, which is kind of sick. So Shihiro witnesses this conversation and his eyes go dark. So, like I said, he's about to ignore everything that Shiba told him. He's about to go into one ear and come out the other, and he's going to try and unalive these guys. But it's not going to be as easy as those other further NPCs because these guys are actually necromancers. While he was thinking of starting some smoke, actually, a necromancer already kind of jumped and snuck from behind him. Interesting. And Shiba immediately experiences or notices a disturbance in the force like a Jedi. He said, "Don't tell me, has he been spotted?" Oh yeah, he's been spotted. And Shiba has been spotted on his way to the hut, and there's this guy just kind of going with a tilted head, kind of letting him know that you're raw. You really want the smoke. So it's two necromancers versus Shiba. I'm gonna roll the die and say Shiba washes these guys easily and fold them like cheap laundry. But we shall see. You guys look strong. Okay, Shiba's you're capping, bro. Why are you lying? You're about to end this dude. It's almost like saying you have important stuff here. So you get that's fair. You don't get strong guys just standing in front of a hut if there's nothing to protect. And Shiba thinks to himself, I should put this off and go back to Shihiro-kun. Okay? An intruder. Okay, more necromancers are knowing about this stuff. Now the necromancer guy is going up, leaving Shao Chan. What about the experiments? He has a demon sword with him. He's the guy Sujo-san was talking about. And Shao Chan in her cage in despair, hopeless. For a moment there, her eyes lit up and she says, Shihiro? Question mark. Yes, girl, Shihiro's come to save you even though he really has no business fighting in this condition. This guy is too strong-headed. Gives Naruto vibes, Loki. What are the guards doing? I've checked around here since I smelled blood. Many guys were killed with their vital spots slashed. So those are the guards that, I'll be honest with you. Why would they have guards guarding it when they know that they're necromancers? Why don't you just have necromancers straight up everywhere? And why is this guy always crushing all four? Is he like some sort of bog necromancer? Oh, damn. There was like a little thing, like a little, I don't even know what that is, like a little wooden thing. Yeah, it is wooden. There was a little wooden thing underneath Chihiro's foot that we didn't really know what it was. And a human being just kind of like, it morphed into a human being, so to speak. It was kind of like a sneak attack. And Chihiro had to think quickly. He said, Kuro, Black Maya, and he evaded the attack. The guy came with a Shoryuken! And Chihiro kind of avoided that, okay? Wow, it's like bro, it's like 1v4. Yo, Shihiro, they told you not to fight, and you go ahead and get yourself in this situation. To be fair, he was spotted. He didn't actually start the smoke. All right. That means my physical strength and slashing speed can be fully brought out with only my right arm. Yeah, he's definitely fighting handicap here. Sheesh. This guy looking like Sanji just came to attack him with a Rasengan. And Shihiro dodged. I can already tell if Shihiro was fit, like not, you know, wrapped up with bandages, he could literally kill these guys. One after the other were warming the bench. Oh, yo, they're actually jumping this guy. So it looks like there's some Jujutsu Kaisen type energy. They're not afraid to jump people in this series. All right, let's see. You know what's crazy here? Because earlier on, like they were talking about how the swords can somehow bring the will of the wielder. Maybe, just maybe, in this whole encounter, Shihiro could like evolve because of the state he's in. So let's see what happens. I can already tell, yeah, he's at his limit. They're telling him you're at your limit. We've heard it from Suju-san. You directly took the lightning of the demon sword, right? It's surprising that you're still moving around. Heal. Shihiro is built different, that's why. But you should have known better than to come here to be killed. Who? Speaking very cocky right now. Should I use Nishiki? Brocade? No. There are too many. Everything will be messed up if I fail to defeat them all at once and pass out like last time. He's calculating. He's trying to figure shit out. Goes Kuro, Black Maya. Looks like it cuts out the light. What happened? Turn on the spare lightning. Okay. Oh, okay. He's no longer in the room, so they think he ran away. He has he run away? How will see me? Yeah, it doesn't see me. I don't see him as someone who ran away. Everyone, don't let him escape. Soju-san wants his demon sword. Mobilize the men. Seal off the entrance. That guy has been weakened. It's a good opportunity to get the demon sword. Ah! Yeah, they're trying to fall for the bait. His remaining power is almost a fragment. He's just barely able to kill a few non-necromancer guards. That's true. He has a demon sword, but now we don't need to be afraid. Okay, false sense of security. And this taking says, shit. If only my left hand were usable and my body was in perfect condition. Listen, sometimes when life gives you lemons, you just gotta make a lemonade. If I were in perfect condition, which you're not, could I save her? Hmm. The owner's skill is sorely insufficient. You understand nothing. How pathetic. Were I in perfect condition, could I really save her? Okay, he's here thinking to himself, just tormenting himself. It's not worth thinking about it. I know. Either way, I'm unable to fight in my current state. The best way I can take now is to wait for Shiba-san. Did you try to trust me? Yeah. So catch flashback about. This is actually a sad panel. So he's thinking back to the interaction he had with Shao-chan and how Shao-chan has a problem trust Bill because of how she's been basically mutilated in a young age because of her regenerative ability, having to go through all that pain. So she's just kind of built like this habit of not being able to trust you. But she actually trusted Shihiro, and Shihiro failed to save her or stop her from going back to where she escaped from. So now Shihiro is crying. So I'm here like this, all angry. I'm unable to save anything. This is usually when the character gets like a boost. So let's see. Oh, Dad's flashback comes in. Shihiro! It started getting chilly. Shihiro, always nonchalant. This is him as a kid while Dad was still alive. What's wrong? He asks Shihiro. Shihiro says, nothing particular. I'm wondering if I can be satisfied with how things are now. Okay. I've been seeing how you work every day with my eyes, reading books about the methods of creating swords, learning about you Dad, and while doing this, the more I understand how to do it, the more I get convinced that I can't become like you, Dad. Yeah, certainly not, Dad says. That is not what he wanted to hear. So why don't you listen properly when your son is talking about something serious? Shihiro, you resemble your mom, and your logical thinking is just like hers. Yeah, he does know how to think. You're too serious, so from time to time, you get like this. Okay, don't really know what that is. You'll get like this, like kind of like in the spiral that is currently in. Okay, I get that. You're taking good care of my teachings, which I think is good. I'm proud of it, but you can't stick to them. If you're obsessed with looking at the path I walked and try to walk the same way, the meaning of you being born in the world as Rokuhira Shihiro would be lost. Ooh, that's a bar. And you know what, right? I'm actually guilty of this with my dad because my dad passed away in 2020, and I don't know, it's kind of hard sometimes to like find myself and just be who I want to be without actually thinking like I need to fill in his shoes because he's not here anymore. And anyways, I don't got my soapbox. We're here to read Kagurabachi. But long story short, like that's actually very deep. I'm gonna have to think about that. It resonates with me, and it should resonate with whoever is reading this, because that's true. We're all born unique, right? Rokuhira Shihiro is his own person. He doesn't have to be his dad. He just has to find his own way. His dad is very wise. It might seem goofy sometimes, but his dad is very wise. Become like me, huh? Bah, don't make me laugh. You're actually able to do many things that I can't, and that's true. We all have strengths and weaknesses. And Shiro just looks at that like, what is that stance? Kind of thinking to himself. And then the son goes like, cleaning and cooking, you mean? It's like, that's, yeah. Looking after our goldfish and doing the dishes as well. I can wash the dishes still. Well, in summary, if you're about to become like this again, I guess it's kind of like tunnel visioned. I think that's what I'm trying to say. If you're about to become like this again, calmly and more flexibly, find your own shape of fingers. You're making it more complex. Look at this. Oh, I can make my fingers like this too. You're allowed. I gotta try it with my left, with my feet a little. Oh, he's trying to share. Yeah, so the dad is basically doing random things, trying to cheer him up. Like, stop going like this, go like that. Basically trying to cheer him up, and you see Chihiro kind of like tears up a little bit. It's like understood, it's enough. And then kind of like a little smile, and then it goes back to current time, and his eyes are a bit darker now. He's a bit older, an adult, and he's wiping the tear off his eyes again. Because remember, he was crying because he was feeling all. He had this like this pity party he was throwing for himself because of his inability to save Shao Chan. But after having that flashback, calmly goes, and now he's up locking in and thinking about all that stuff. He's not trying to be Shihiro, trying to figure out a way. You know, when life gives you lemons, he's about to make lemonade. Creepy doctors, what became of the intruder? No problem. The rest is to hunt him down. He's hightailed it out of here. Ooh, Shaoshan heard that, and now her face like goes dim again. She's hopeless. Beginner's plans. She's about to start cut her up, and the doctors literally tell her, "You have no hope." And her face definitely falls into despair again. That light that was once in her eyes, you know, because she or thought Shihiro came for her, is gone, because from her perspective, Shihiro ran away and abandoned her, and yeah, she's giving up hope. Little does she know, Shihiro hasn't given up hope. Shihiro is still there. Necromancer says, where did he run off to? That coward. Shihiro is many things. A coward he is not. You guys are going to catch these hands. Maybe he's already got out of the fortress. No, he's been spattered with the blood of the guards. I smell it from around here. Okay, this guy's nose. Are you a dog, bro? Why are you always... Looks like you're ready, even though there's nothing you can do. Hey, what is going on? Oh, it's like there's water everywhere. Nishiki wearing Aka absorption. Kuro long range attack. More flexibly. I'm sorry, Sha. Everything will be over with this. Ooh. Ooh. Is this like his Bankai? Oh, that looks so dark. Yo, it's like water everywhere and like there's goldfish everywhere. And it's just here all like ominous and darkness. Oh, I love the way they drew this panel. It's so sick. Wish I could share it, but copyright reasons I can't share it. Shigiri tear apart, change to Shigiri Kudo, Black Maya, I'm gonna sever everything for you. Shigiri. Ooh. He has found a way. Yes. Let's go, Shihiro. He found a way, even though he's injured and severely like covered up in bandages and not able to fight the way he would like. He still found a solution for Shao Chan because Shihiro ain't no punk. He doesn't sit around moping and feeling sorry for himself. He finds a way. That is what he does because he's built different. All these fraudulent necromancers going to get put in the bag. Yeah? Put in the body bag. Put them 6 feet under. Don't know what's up. Alright. Shao Chen is having like a throwback. I think that's her mom. Let's eat. Char, before you eat, let's look at that owie of yours. It's better already. See? Mm-hmm. The woman looks at it, good as new, and nobody saw. Yep. Oh, that was when she was a kid. All right, so the parents were trying to make sure that no one saw, so they don't know she has a bit to regenerate. She was probably careless. We'll have to be more careful once you start school. And then she asks, Shao Chan asks the woman, or who I'm assuming is her mother, why can't we let anyone see? she don't find out. Well, if a bad person found out about your special power, they might try to use it and to do bad things. You got that? You can never tell anyone unless it's somebody very, very special to you. Did you ever tell anyone, Mama? Just once. Someone I loved. So that is her mom. And then she was about to say your father, I guess. She's like your F, and then she stops. Your F. It stops, and then the daughter's kind of like puzzled. But that person got scared and ran away. Ooh, ow. Straight shot to the heart right there, man. When you love someone, care about them, you reveal something so intimate and deep, and they just turn around and hightail it. To be fair, it is creepy, you know? Just like, yo, listen, babes. Got something I want to tell you, hon. Look. Cut off arm. Oh, regenerates. Rah! I'm running away. Like, who is this possessed demon? I don't blame him, though, but I get it. That must have hurt. That's why you have to choose very carefully so you don't end up like me, so I don't end up like you, Mama. You aren't happy, Mama? Oh, Chachin's asking if Mom's happy. Mom's looked at her. No, I'm not just happy. Because I have you, Char. I'm the happiest person on the planet. Oh, that's so wholesome. Oh, that's so sweet. Now let's eat, eat, eat. And then now come back to present time. Sorry, Char, I put an end to it all. Ooh, it's like fish everywhere. Cruel, scatter. Nice show. You think that scares me? In your condition, you couldn't hurt a fly. Necromancer 1 is about to learn a very bad lesson. Yep. They gave him the Gojo treatment. He got divided into two, separated his top part from his bottom half. Huh? He goes, huh? Cutting iron gauntlets. What, just in a single cut? No, not a single cut. With these mini crow attacks, it's like a hot knife through butter. Ooh. It uses the same amount of spirit energy as a regular crow, but it's not as strong. In return, it allows for more compact, rapid slashes. Oh, so it's not one, it's like multiple, but it's so quick. Kuro, Scatter, is a school of tiny Kuro. Shihiro didn't hit him with a single slash, but a combination of 20 mini attacks. Damn. In exchange for rampant spirit energy consumption, it enables high-powered compact swings without taxing the body. He found a way to fight without passing out. He didn't create it from a place of logic. Instead, it was a sudden breakthrough to compensate for his ravaged body, created by instinct, and in that state of extreme concentration, his innate understanding was accelerated. His innate understanding. All of this is woo 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 for anime plot armor. That's really all it is. And I told you, the minute they started talking about, oh, the person that is using it, the wielder has this innate thing that they are. Once they start to be like woo 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 woo, just trade. This is why till this day, again, by the way, I'm not taking anything away from this. Every anime does, every manga does this. I don't write. I imagine it's hard sometimes to come up with certain things. So I get it. I'm not nitpicking here. I'm completely fine with this. But this is why for me, Hunter x Hunter stands on the league of its own, because they will do. Even when they're trying to do an ASPU, it's still within the confines of the rule, and I think it has the best power scaling system. But so far so good. Kagurabachi, hey, I love it. I mean, I love Bleach, and Bleach is the king of ASPU, so. Well, he's done his woo-woo stuff now. It goes Nishiki. And one thing I like about Kagurabachi is the way they illustrate speed in the manga panels. Okay, so there's two panels at the bottom there. There's one with Shihiro and there's one without Shihiro, aka he's moved out of there. And the next panel Heads are rolling. He's gone. Took out four heads at once. That's crazy. Eating the flesh of the Kyo-Nagi clan will make you immortal. Oh. Over a decade ago, not long after the war, when those rumors spread, the Kyo-Nagi's colony was ravaged. Oh. The whole clan was exterminated. It was quite the story. Oh, that is how they killed the mother. But just the other day, a certain man showed up with information to sell. At the time of the massacre, a single girl escaped. She was 13 years old back then. She now lives in secrecy with a child of her own. Oh, okay. Through your own lived experience, it should have been obvious that this blood of yours comes with a steep price, but it seems you were blinded by the chance at happiness and spawned another of your kind into this hell of a world. This is a flashback of Suja basically telling the mom that, yo, what's about to happen to your daughter is all your fault. Like, how dare you have an offspring knowing fully well that you guys can regenerate? Like, what? Well, for my part, I appreciate having an additional sample. That's crazy. The mother apologized. I'm sorry. All because of my blood. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I weren't your mother, you could have had a happy life. I am happy, Mama. I'm okay because I'm with you, Mama. Oh, this is really hitting me in the heart. So I can't wait for these guys to get caught up by Shihiro, bro. Come to think of it, this kid's mom was pretty reckless. Yeah, true. It was pretty impressive when she escaped herself. She stole the key from the guard, right, and killed a bunch of guys. Why, Mama? Open it. There's only an arm left. Hey, they escaped. The lab rats are loose. Damn. Referring to them as lab rats. That's kind of dark. Mama, you have to come with me. I searched everywhere. This is the only place where the security is lax. I can't fit through there. I'm sorry. I can't go with you. I'll stay here to fight them off. Then I'm staying too. No, Shah, I want you to live a happy life. Oh, that is how. Oh, that is how she escaped. So the mama gave her life for her to escape. I'm already happy. I don't mind being here. I just want to be with you, Mama. Oh. Yeah, Mom said no. I said no. There's no way you're staying here. Hey, there she is. Open up. Char, please go. Move. I'll bust it down. But Mama, I need you. That woman touched the equipment. She stole matches from the guards, burned up a few of the researchers too. I'm sorry, but it'll be okay. After all, you're the one who taught me. Oh, but it didn't take long to rebuild the equipment, and we got the kid back too. Oh, so all of that sacrifice from the mother was for nothing. I need a break. That was harsh. That was a bit hard to go through. Oh man. Let me know if there's even the slightest change. I'll handle him. Okay. Oh, heads are moving. Yo, Chiro is cleaning house. It's just they're kind of like showing people in the foreground losing their heads, losing their limbs, getting splattered all around, and there's a guy just from the rooftop just witnessing it. He's moving so fast, and then they just Shiro like a freaking demon behind him. He doesn't even realize it. In the garden, he's outside. The guy's talking, but Shiro's already behind him like a demon with like a streak of blood attached to his black suit, kind of like flowing through him like a cape. And yeah, that guy's dead, of course. Did you hear that? He's outside. It was all in vain. Your mother's death, your escape, all of it. Yo, this necromancer is just here taunting Charshan. He's outside. Basically, they're trying to say that, oh, he left you, he ran away. Hey, they all dead. Yeah, they all dead. For real. It's like he dead, he dead, he dead. Now it's just me. I don't know how the song goes. But yeah, now it's just Shihiro. Huh? For real? I can't believe he's still at it. It doesn't matter. It's been a while since we've had a chance to cut loose. These guys are feeling themselves too. Why is it that NPCs for that always like to think that they're the main character? Brother, you're not. You're gonna die. Demon Club. Ugh. And head. They said all of that stuff, and then in the next part, no, their head is off. I can't even. You can't make this stuff. That is insane. They really. Demon Cloak, phew, heads off. Yo, Chihiro is clean house. After all, you're the one who taught me. Even after hitting rock bottom, if you just hang in there. You hungry? This time, it's not squashed. Oh, that hit me in the feels. I need to channel every toxic masculinity in the universe right now not to cry. So, what I'm looking at right now is Shiro has cleaned up house, killed every sorcerer or necromancer, whatever, there, all the fodder guys, killed all of them with a quickness, beheaded every single one of them, and rightfully so because what they're doing to this girl is horrible. This time he brings a bread, and this time he says, "You're hungry?" This time it's not squashed, because the last time he gave the bread, it was a bit squashed to her. And so now he comes to rescue her, gives her the bread, and she says, "Shihiro, what took you so long?" All like teary eyes, snot covered face. Ah, that's beautiful. She deserves that, man. As a little kid, having to go through that simply because you can regenerate, being treated like a Labra, being caught up, that's not cool, man. So the fact that someone was able to show up for her in a moment of despair and give her hope, I'm happy for her, man. Man, screw these guys, bro. I hate them, these villains. Like, I hate them. You see Sujo, yeah? Sujo is cool. Cool abilities, cool everything, but I can never get behind a character that's that evil, man. I'm no, no. Me, I like some evil characters like Pain, like not necessarily evil, but some villains are cool. You know, you can kind of understand where they're coming from, but do that to a little girl, man? Nah, bro. Die slow, motherfucker. Rescued Shaw, and here we go. Are you okay? Should we take turns? Take turns? What do you mean, should we take turns? What are you gonna do? Carry Shihiro? Because she's like the piggyback ride right now. It's like, are you okay? Should we take turns? No, relax. Oh, that's so cute. Nishiki adds the extra highly dense dead power on every single move that Nishiki was not adding but was an auxiliary for his move. It was a new method to reduce the burden on his body, however it only reduced the burden. His severe pain still lasts. How can you take turns piggybacking besides it's true, exactly. How are you gonna take turns? You're a smaller girl. My pain is much less than yours, Shao. Oh, yeah, and he's referring to the emotional pain, I bet. Hey, is he now doing well? She's fine. Everyone is safe. Good. But your hand, you're not looking good, Shihiro. It's alright, don't worry. It reassures Shah. The unique trait of the Kyonagi clan is the ability to regenerate. As I expected, its advantage possibly has an effect on the cells of others. It must be a sign of stabilization, but why? Why isn't it going well? Let me see your left hand. What are you gonna do? Why do my wounds heal so soon? She's having a flashback. It's thanks to the special power that only you and I have. What would you think if you were injured? Hurts? Yes, it would hurt. And I hate it. The wound heals fast because you wish I want to be freed from this ache. Okay. So now Suju is talking to a lab person. Did it fail again? The figure indicates the effect. The figure indicates the effect on others. Do it again. Increase the amount next time. Okay, that's them still talking about experimentation. What's important is to wish and think. If you strongly wish, you can heal any wounds. Oh, so she has the ability to heal people. Oh, damn! I think she just healed Shihiro. Shiba-san, please take care of her. Got it. Come here. To be honest, if we discussed who should do it, of course it's you, Shihiro-kun. But the anxiety is still, I'm fine. Sha. And then it goes like this, basically now testing his body. Did you heal this for me? Shihiro, just stay alive, please. Yeah, thanks. Who now he's healed. His body's like his hand is back. So now he can use both arms. And 10! Abyss of Heaven. Oh, he's about to cook. By the way, this pan, oh my god. The art style of Kagurabachi is amazing. He's like standing. So, there's a shot, right? Kind of like a, what do you call it? 1 point perspective. I forgot what you call it. Like where there's like a focal point, a perspective going up. There's a building behind him and he's standing kind of like in the middle there. And he's just all dark. And, there's like trees to the side and everything. And I'm assuming it's like a windy scene, even though it's a still picture. And he just goes, and 10, Abyss of Heaven. Oh, Lord have mercy. He is about to cook. Now, we've switched paces. We've gone back to Sojo. So, this is what I'm talking about, right? So, we saw how he was in dire strait not too long ago. And he was able to come up with this new technique and was able to fight and defeat his adversaries, even though he was literally not in a position where he should do that. Now, he was able to do his woo 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 anime logic plot armor thing, which means Sujo, who is about to pass out and who seems to be losing right now, eyes about to roll, you can see the white of his eyes alone in water being electrocuted, might have his own moment, meaning these Kamunabi guys are cooked. But I just want to see how it unfolds. Glasses guy notices something. Kugura, this way! And they're trying to attack him to put the finishing blow. And a bunch of ice things come from the ground. It says Yui. Okay, Sujo is not down. I thought he was down for the count. Um, it says Yui. It kind of manipulates the ice like spikes. They go up. The Kamunabi can handle that easily. They evade, dodge it. Woo woo woo. Of course, we presume you have a combination of Ko and Yui. Okay, now they're being too cocky. They should stop talking, but hey, it is what it is. So he throws some little doll-like things at Sujo. Sujo evades it easily. Damn it, let me fight too. Some guy's trying to fight. Just be patient. You play the role of an ace in the hole. And the girl who's like, I guess, elevating the rocks or whatever, she says, I'm so exhausted. Oh, he can make the guy with the glasses makes his arm big, grabs Sujo's arm, and I guess he's trying to take the sword away. And what's going on? Even 10 seconds haven't passed. Change the plan, maybe? So this is its true potential. Huh. No, reinforce the ion transformation. Oh, so that's what the guy with the mask transforms into. It transforms into an ion. Jikai, magnetization. And he's trying to send him. Oh, are we going to kill him now? We've taken the lightning. We'll shoot an instant railgun. Okay. I guess he's trying to be all smart. Oh, those were the little dolls that they put down there. Okay, so he holds him in place. All right. And then he's not shooting the metal guy. It looks like they succeeded in piercing him. So there's a guy with a mask that can kind of turn into metal or something, like harden his body, and the other guy has some sort of power of magnetization, which I think just kind of locks an object to a target. So he uses the guy as a projectile and just basically hauls him at Sujo, who's been pinned down by those dolls and being electrocuted in place. And this guy basically with the mask just pierces Sujo. Sujo looks like he's about to lose, but we know that ain't happening. And now Sujo is falling. He says it hurts. We've retrieved. Oh, they got the sword away from him. Oh, this is pretty cool from Kamunabi though. So they retrieved the sword. We retrieved Kurigumo. Nice. It's our turn. Once we took Kurigumo away. Oh, as he's falling down after being pierced, he says something. He says May. So they're saying after we took Kurogumi away, the Kamunabi, Uzuki, and I will handle the rest. But they don't understand that this guy's already released another attack. He said May as he's falling down from being pierced. So the way I say this is going to be a stalemate. Everybody's going to be passed out and Suju's going to have to walk away. He just turned this guy into an Apple logo. He just gave this guy the Toji treatment after saying May. Oh my god. Oh, he's dead. There's like a rock thing that came in and like his whole half, like this side of his body is just gone. That's the guy who hardens. And they all look like they're in shock, like they did not expect it. I told you guys. And he catches the sword with his teeth. So even though he didn't have the sword in his possession, he was able to still use a move. Yo, Suju is crazy. Move on to the second phase. Kazane, do it. Oh, too slow. Suju was too fast. Slash them. Kaishi, spirit, before he could activate his attack. Suju cut them all down. I don't know if they're dead, but it's definitely fatal. Holy cow. If you don't read this show, if you don't read this manga, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Go pick it up and read it. This is sick. The more I loved Kurigumo, the more I felt affinity towards it. So, shortening of the interval wasn't so unexpected. Is that like his story that he released? Maybe that's what it is. Interesting. What's notable is after that, I attempted to wear the accumulated May, not just unleash it. It took me a long time to acquire, so now Shihiro is gonna have round two with Suzure, it looks like. I attempt to wear the accumulated May, not just unleash it, so that's the storing technique. It took me a long time to acquire it. Well, that was a good reference. A phenomenon called induction discharge. A lightning rod discharges from its tip to induce a thunderbolt. Okay. He has perceived their deaths, yet he never becomes distraught. He only focuses completely. Damn, they're about to go round two. Wait, hold on. Wait. He perceives their death. Oh, yo, this show's dark. I knew those characters were just here to aura farm and just die at the end of the day. Anyways, this just goes to show that the demon souls are really OP. Yeah, they're all dead. He has perceived their deaths, yet he never becomes distraught. He only focuses completely. This is insane. This is unexpected. You're already able to move. What's more, looks like you dip in the understanding too. Yeah, they both had to get pushed to the limits to dip in the understanding of the demon sword. So let's go. Well, I have many things to talk about with you, Sujo says, but apparently what we need now are not words. With the accumulated fatigue, the injuries on their bodies, and the recent battle, both of them are deep in their understanding of the demon swords and felt the limit, having used the ultimate skills, and clashed. Okay, Inishiki, May, 12 seconds, the narrator says. The battle will be over in an instant. Oh, who wins though? Okay, and that's the end of the chapter. Oh, that's hype. I can imagine if we were reading this like, like when it was still live in terms of you had to wait a week or something. That would have been a very annoying cliffhanger. But that was a good ending for that chapter. But seeing as I'm catching up, I can see the good news right away. Oh, by the time I catch up Kagurabachi, that's gonna suck. Oh, I love the illustration here. Say 12. The activity time limit is 12 seconds for both of them. The battle will be over in an instant. Okay. So, okay. Yo, the illustration is so cool. So, the top of the panel says 12. Like, basically, the 12 seconds is off. And we don't really see anything. Like, there's like lightning and stuff. The damage has been done, but we don't really know who wins. And then they go back 8 seconds. So, 11. Is that 8 seconds? I guess 11 seconds, 52 microseconds. I don't know. It says 11:52, right? I guess just before the 12 seconds were up. Ooh, Shiro looks cold. He just has like this cold demeanor about him. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. He just has like this. This looks cool. Anyways, Shiro comes in, clashes with the sword. There's a bunch of black things. Suju looks ecstatic, like a psycho, just super happy. It has good chewiness. You can enjoy its slight sweetness after swallowing it too. Chapter 17 says tea, and then I don't know who's talking right now. This is my respect. Eat it. Wait, they're just sitting down chatting. I'm confused. Shiro says I don't like sweets. What a cold response, even though I'm here to have a heart to heart talk with you. You only have murderous intent against me, who is evil. It would be wasteful if we simply fought to kill each other. You've been in my head all this time. You're Rokira's son, right? Who told you that? He said, "Who told you that?" Literally, you told him that in the last fight. It's like, you've made me understand some things, and I tried to avert my eyes from them to eliminate evil and save the weak. That's what he told him last time. So Sujo is pondering on that or recollecting that statement. But I'll acknowledge your belief, though it makes me puke. I'll acknowledge your beliefs. Shiro goes, then you should be aware now that you're not supposed to own the demon sword. No, that's not it. Sujo disagrees. How I see it, that's not how I see it. I just wield my sword according to my own beliefs as a killing device. I saw how my dad had been facing the swords every day, and you're wrong, Shiro is telling Sujo. Sujo goes, shut up. The message conveyed to me from his work is slaughter. So every day, the daily life of Kunishige Rokuhira. I'm confused about that. Cut the bullshit. You said every day, huh? I don't want to know his real image. Never. Okay? Hold up. I saw how my dad had been facing the swords every day, and you're wrong. The message coming to me from his work is slaughter, so It says, shut up, the one's gonna be slaughter. And he goes, every day, question mark, the daily life of Kunishige Rokuhira. Cut the bullshit. You said every day, huh? I don't want to know his real image. Never, okay? I've already interpreted it. Okay, so he's just willfully delusional. Okay, gotcha. He doesn't want to know the truth about Kurokuhira. I've already interpreted it, and I don't think my interpretation is wrong. All right, so you're just trying to justify your psychopathy. Nice. Because the fact we have is, much like when you got the brat back, okay? Kuregumo has lived up to my beliefs and harmonized with me. Thus, it has gone through the massacre. All right. Wait, how are they having these conversations? If they're still fighting, is this just like a fake conversation in there or whatever? Guess they're talking with their swords. Because anime is weird. I staggered him. Okay, he's getting a bit cocky here. Sujo's getting cocky in the fight that they're having in 12 seconds. All this happening in 12 seconds. This is why I need the anime, man. When it comes to this stuff, I feel, again, I have no reading disability, but I legit feel when it comes to manga and understanding the panels, I'm a little bit dyslexic. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't understand what I'm reading sometimes that I'm looking at in terms of the illustration. I can read it. It's just the illustration is weird. Well, he gets confidence, says I staggered him, and somehow Shihiro kind of evaded, kicks his sword, and he's a bit off balance, but he catches the sword. Sujo catches the sword again. Shihiro looks all cool, calm, and collected. Oh, oh, oh. An arm has been cut off. It is Shihiro's arm has been cut off. He diverted tragedy by sacrificing his arm. My physical strength is still greater, but his speed has drastically gotten faster than before. Super speed movement by putting his body on the lightning. He's faster than me. You still want to believe you're the only spokesman for Rokuhira? So have I. But unfortunately, it's not true. Anyone can be his spokesman. All the more reason that this battle has significance. So this fight is just, it's not, so this conversation they're having is not really with words, it's just kind of happening in their heads. Okay, cool. 768, so they're still counting down. Oh, wow. See, this is what I mean when I say I'm dyslexic with this. When they showed 12 seconds, like 12 earlier, that was the starting point. So they're counting down. So right now, oh, Jesus Christ. Right now, more than 4 seconds have passed. Alright, cool. Whatever. I'm so slow. I've confirmed he has 3 cards on cards. He has 3 cards other than Nishiki. Remote slash, defensive skill that disabled Mei, lightning that was used for the lightning rod. At this speed, Ko and Yuri would not be effective. What I can presumably do is shoot the lightning that I'm wearing in a surprise attack. So he's strategizing, he's trying to cook up some tactics to beat this guy. 12 seconds, it is the activity time limit when they utilize remain dead power, which their bodies are able to endure to wear. Using other skills in this situation is reducing the activity time limit. It's getting bothersome, Sujo thinks. No need for pride, nor for little tricks. A gamble. Sujo will be killed if it's repelled. He has started to concentrate on the consumption of the depth power, and he's wearing twice the amount of depth power that his body is able to handle. He does not take post-battle considerations into account to ensure he severs Shihiro's head. 3 seconds left. Tries to cut Shihiro's head, but Shihiro evades it. Shihiro kind of cuts him, but it's almost like it's shallow. I don't understand how Shihiro did that, but Shihiro is super fast, cuts him. And he's still thinking, and now he's eating the candy in the memory palace, or wherever that world was. Wherever that world was that they were at. Either way, a sword is a tool to kill people. This is not particularly the answer that you want. From now, you'll see the world with your own eyes. Okay, so Rokira wasn't completely wrong about... Sorry, Sujo wasn't completely wrong about Rokuhira. So Rokuhira, in some aspects, does view his weapons as killing. Like, that's what they're meant for. They're supposed to just kill people. But I guess they're supposed to be for protecting. We'll learn it little by little together. So he's thinking in his head still. I'll admit it, we're both spokesmen for my dad. And that's exactly why I don't have respect for you. Shihiro says to Suju in this whatever world they're in where they're having this conversation that's not really happening. Anime is so weird. I'll only slash you with heavier murderous. I'll only slash you with heavier murderous intent. That's crazy. Oh, he got his arm above. He got Suju's arm. So an arm for an arm. And I kind of find it cool because... Yeah, I find it cool because Shihiro got his right arm cut off. Right? And Suju gets his left arm cut off. Kind of like the stark contrast between, yin and yang, like right hand because he thinks like what he's saying is right. So Suju cuts that off, and left hand because Suju is wrong and Shihiro cuts it off. I don't know if that's what the mangaka was trying to do, but I know there's a significance to that. I just noticed that they both cut opposite hands. And by the time, one thing I'll say, the depiction of speed in this manga is kind of sick. So by the time Suju turns his head around, Shiro is already in the other side. It's like he's fast. No way. Shiro is wearing three. Oh my goodness! So Sujo, was wearing two times the amount of death power that his body is able to tolerate. Shiro went even further because I'm assuming Shiro really doesn't want Child to die. He's wearing three times, so he was really bent on killing this guy. He was really determined to kill Sujo. So he's moving faster, but I can keep up with his speed. There he is. Are you sure? Maybe you're seeing an after image. He throws something like an attack to try and cut him. I knew it. You can react to it. Okay. Kuro, he says. He deactivated Nishiki and delayed the timing. The remaining time is approximately 1 second. Zero distance. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh! Let's go, my boy Shihiro. He broke the sword and through through Suju. Bro, to be able to grow this quickly in 17 chapters, like so quickly in the storyline at the very beginning, considering how many chapters there is, yo, Shihiro is gonna be strong, and that just also tells me that as strong as Suju has been, he's probably not the toughest guys in this toughest guy in this manga. Shiba and the other guys are probably even stronger than Suju and Shihiro. It's just they're respecting them. Yeah, he broke the demon sword. Oh my goodness. A stroke of the sword was inflicted. What awaits him now? Oh, that is sick. Alright, cool. I'm gonna read one more chapter. I'm gonna have to read this again tomorrow because I really need to catch up. I gotta go through this thing quickly. Yeah, Shihiro looking slick in chapter 18 at the very beginning, and Suju looks dumbfounded, like shocked, like what? He really caught me and broke my sword. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, the art style of this series is sick. I'm actually gonna try and copy the drawings, like draw them, try to recreate them on my. That's something I could do. I can actually try because I do draw. I'm learning how to draw, and I do love manga, so I could just copy and see if by copying I might learn a few things and get a few skills or whatever. He broke Cloud Cougar. Cloud Gouger. Hey, Jesus Christ, I can't read. I read Cloud Cougar. What the hell is a Cloud Cougar? A cougar that lives in the clouds. Jesus. Get a grip, bro. A little blow. Cloaking himself with twice the spirit energy the body allowed, ignoring what would happen after the battle to behead the enemy at all costs. That's gangster. That's very meta. The price hurts my entire being more than any little wound. Yo, his determination is crazy though, Chihiro. That guy is serious. Looks like you paid a heavy price as well. I thought I was throwing all my chips in. No, you were not. He threw three times the chips he threw in. At the end, I used the dregs of my spirit power to summon Mei for a counterattack, but I never imagined you'd destroy Cloud Gouger. I guess the Enchanted Blades have chosen you. No, that's not true. They chose you too. But and then he passes out. But Shiba is there. Shiba, where were you this whole time? Wait, did you just want to see them scrap? Did you just want to see them go all out? Is it because you wanted to give like Shihiro a chance to grow? Is that what it was? The Enchanted Blade. You did well. Oh my god, not some random guy just showing up now when the fight is over. The Enchanted Blade, Shiba says. And Shiba's carrying a Shao-chan on his neck. And then a voice says, oh no, Shiba says you did well. He turns around and goes, Sojo? Oh, Sojo is crawling, okay? With his guts hanging out. Oh, he deserves that though, to be fair. Sojo does deserve that. With his guts hanging out like that, he'll be lucky to last a few minutes. We have the info we need, and he's hardly in a state to be tortured anyway. So should I finish him off? Just one more, one more time. No, I don't think that's necessary. Shihiro, let me see your right arm. Is she gonna try and heal him? Oh, this dumb girl. I'll fix it like before. I don't want you touching this. It's okay, I'm used to it. Come on. Hurry. I don't think Soldier's gonna die. I think he's gonna pour some. I don't need any equipment. I understand the enchanted blades. I can control it now. Oh shoot. They destroyed everything, but they should have killed him. Oh, he's gonna use the Ganten rock to like regenerate now. They should have killed him. I don't need any equipment. I understand the enchanted blades. I can control it now. He's now touch. They should have killed him. To let him crawl away with his guts hanging out. But what I'll say though, Soldier's got that dog in him still. Now he's only gonna get stronger. He hails the rock. Marshall. Marshall, last of spirit power. Before I die, I can stand equal to him. He grabs the rock. Nope. The rock rips him apart. He goes, what's missing? They chose you too. Then what's the problem? So it's like recalling what Shihiro said. They chose you too. And it's like, what if they chose me too? Then what's the problem? Huh? Well, you can't expect to master it right away. Oh, she tried to heal his hand and she couldn't. Another failure. Try again next time with a larger sample. I'm sorry. If I weren't your mother, so Shara's having a flashback, you could have had a happy life. Don't be silly. I won because you healed me earlier. It's thanks to your power. She keeps thinking they chose you too, but you will never stand as an equal to my father. And for that, I'll cut you down. Oh, I have manga dyslexia. I'm telling you guys. Anyways, look. Essentially, what he's saying is, Soju is recollecting something, saying like, "Oh, they chose you too," but you will never stand as an equal to my father, and for that, I'll cut you down. Okay, I get it. I understand it now. Did they blow up the hideout? I think they blew up the hideout. That's a very good illustration of an explosion. India abandoned Kaburato Castle in southern western Shiba. Genishi Sojo's dead body has been identified. Yeah, he did. He got packed up by my boy Shihiro. Kamunabi headquarters. You know these guys literally send those kids to their deaths? What a waste. Of the anti-cloud Gaja special forces, Shiyumi Harima, Hajime Kogara, Kiyohiko Uzuki, and Makoto Kasahara have perished in the line of duty. Rah! One, two, three, four. Four of them died. Kazane Machi lost his right arm from the shoulder down. Ikuto Hagurara is alive but lost both legs. He remains unconscious. Damn! Shit. Yo, Sojo was really that guy. Sojo was really that guy. Regarding the true Shinushi blade submitted to the Rakuza Ichi, the item is still slated for auction now with a different seller listed. So, Sojo wasn't the real leader. Okay. 10 days later. But we didn't lose Kaichi. It's good that we kept those two in reserve before the auction. We need to recover the Shinushi at all costs. Hagiwara and the others have made a huge contribution. The issue is who to choose for the next lifelong contract with Cloud Gaja. Wait, we recovered Cloud Gaja, right? Lifelong contract, a limiting mechanism built into all of Rokuhira's enchanted blades. Once someone takes possession of an enchanted blade, they are the only ones who can use it. Ever since the previous owner of Cloud Gaja was killed at the time of Rokuhira's murder, all of the wielders of the enchanted blades during the Imperial War have been under the Kamunabi's protection. As long as their lives are protected, those enchanted blades can be used. In other words, Cloud Gaja was the only real threat to the Kamunabi. However, unfortunately, we must now address the real issue. Kazane Maki's report. Hagiwara's troop didn't kill Sojo. It was someone called Shihiro Hira. He claims to be Kunishiga Rokuhira's son, and he possesses a 7th enchanted blade that we have no record of. We searched the grounds of the Battle Castle but didn't find Cloud Gaja. We believe Shihiro Rokuhira must have taken it. Hey now, this is an even bigger problem. I understand Shihiro avenged their deaths. 1, 2, wow, they all died. Damn! The real problem is that the enchanted blades exist. I'm sorry, Azami. I won't reveal your relationship to Shihiro. Azami is related to Shihiro, but I can't condone allowing an enchanted blade to go unchecked. Azami quote, there have been multiple reports of a seventh enchanted sword, and we still have no information on this son. End quote. You know the truth behind all this, don't you? In fact, the whole reason the enchanted blade got nabbed, so this is just a bunch of Kabunami bureaucracy right here. Kamunabi bureaucracy. In fact, the whole reason the enchanted blade got nabbed was because you were secretly harboring Rokuhira's son, isn't it? Hmm. He was harboring him because people like you were trying to. Enough! I guess this is like the head honcho. Ooh, he looks cool. He's got like long hair with beads on them and a long beard with bead on it as well. That whole argument was beaten to death 3 years ago when Rokira was killed. At that time, we decided to do everything in our power to retrieve the enchanted blaze. That's why this is a big problem. If you knew, so while internal investigations are going on, what we need to do is find Chihiro, Rokuhira, and retrieve Cloud Gaja and the Seven Blade. So they really just want to claim all the blades for themselves. Now that we know Hagiwara's troop was outgunned, we can't hold back against the threat of two enchanted blades. There's only one individual who can combat a sacred blade. We'll send the Kamunabi's strongest fighter. Ooh, so now this is the Kamunabi's strongest fighter, Hiyuki. They are calling for you. You've been granted permission to use Flame Bone up to the torso. Okay, this Kamunabi guys, I don't know if they're good guys. I guess maybe they're just like the in Jujutsu Kaisen, the elders of the sorcerer world, where they just really care about their own interests. Anyways, that's it for today. I've made it all the way to chapter 18. So the next time we come back here, we're gonna start from chapter 19, and we have how many to go? Damn! Got like 121. I'm never even close to the end. Yikes! I gotta do this every day. It's gotta be an everyday thing. And I have to get better with OBS to know how to show some of the pictures without, getting copyright infringement on YouTube. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but thank you guys so much. I always do this. I know there's literally 0 viewers, but thank you so much if you do actually get to this point and you watch it. And I'll catch you guys next time. That'll be the end of the stream. Bye now.